Hi, welcome to my channel, Readerwoman. My name's Judy, and let's talk writing tags. I was very excited to see Adrian at Strip Cover Lit say that he was going to do the Hot and Sticky 19 again. So I tried to do it last year. I didn't get very far. But I thought this was the perfect opportunity, especially how he explained it. That it wasn't an all or nothing thing, that basically you don't have to write a novel. You don't have to, create the wheel, just write and make a commitment. So I wrote down my list of things here and I'll read it to you. I pledge to write 500 words a day. But if I'm not able to make 500 words a day, at a minimum, I pledge to write each and every day for 4 months, from June 1st until September 30th, 2019. So that is my goal, to write something every day. So he had a list of his various projects, which made me kind of relook at my projects that I've been holding on to. And I'm so glad that he did this. The minute I got done with his video, it inspired me to write the first paragraph on my first ongoing project, Grandma Margaret's House. And I'm not sure if it's going to be also with my second project, Inland Empire Murder Mystery. They both could be the same. However, this first paragraph was so much better than anything I came up with last year that I was very happy about it. For NaNoWriMo last November, I started Tales from the Dog Park. And it was so boring. I was bored with it. All I was writing was exposition, exposition, exposition. And I was getting sick and tired of it. But I was, which ultimately I tossed. Thinking about it today, I did not reread it because I didn't want to be bored out of my mind. But it just reminded me that it's there. And I do have these wonderful stories that I would like to tell. I could definitely see this as just part of a collection of short stories with perhaps the theme running through of things that happened at the dog park. I also had a short story I barely began, which was The Recumbent Floating Dog. So I'm not sure anywhere that would go, but I'm going to relook at it and make some decision. But the most exciting thing was I was looking, off the subject, Google Drive. What a miracle. It doesn't matter what computer I'm on, I can access my work. I can't tell you how much I have lost because this computer dies and that computer dies. And, they're not, yeah, I've been working with computers forever, but they're not always perfectly backed up. Particularly when it's just stuff that I'm working on. When it's for business, of course, I back it up. I promise. But, for personal stuff, I haven't. And I was working on in Excel. I had, many hundred books that I'd listed in this beautiful Excel sheet saying, not just the books that I had, but also where I got them from, any memories I had connected with the books. That's all lost. as well as some things that I'd written, because I need to write this down. I had a wonderful story going about childhood memorabilia that ran in the family, and I've got to recreate that, because that was actually pretty precious. That was something I might want to, pass down. But anyways, all I can say is I'm so grateful for Google Drive. Even if I write things elsewhere, I can archive it there, and I'm very, very grateful. I mean, some of these pieces I hadn't worked on in a couple of years, because last year was so stressful. And then, also exciting, my 5th project that I wrote down here was Bubble Life, the Bubble Life. And I actually took the time to reread it. It's just a short little paragraph. But what struck me was, it's a poem. It's a little prose poem. Perfect as it is. I want to enhance the language, of course, make it sound better and roll off the tongue more, but, I was like, yeah, I like this. So anyways, I was very excited about that. And that is the end of my projects ongoing. And then projects to start. I am going through a lot of changes, and I would like to start on a memoir of those changes. So that's kind of my goal, is to write about what's going on in my life and document it. I've also, and I have sheets somewhere, maybe I'll try and find it, these were just handwritten, of my father's life. I just had a lot to say about that, and I'd kind of like to relook at that. Now that I could probably go and find those sheets. I might have an idea where they're at. And then I just started a little story. I wasn't sure if it would be a kid's story or not, but Life with My Giant. So I was thinking of that as a dog and its owner. And I know I'm not good enough artistically, but there's like this thought that I could do cartoons maybe. And then also perhaps work on my long-term thesis, history of publishing and connecting Joyce, Stein, and Wolfe. So that would also be a good thing to kind of, at least if I don't get started writing it, I can get started organizing it. But the other thing that it struck me as, I don't know that I have a novel in me. However, I do have certain writing skills. And if I can improve them, and not just improve them, but kind of get in touch with them. And because how like I was mentioning in NaNoWriMo, I was bored to death writing that thing. I mean, night after night, I'd sit there, type, and I'd be just like, ah. And I've got to kind of let go of certain things and let, not just inspiration, because I realize that writing is, a lot of it is just perspiration, but it's figuring out my voice and reaching a deeper level of me than just my monkey brain. So anyways, thank you, Adrian. And I hope a lot of people join in. I think this is really exciting. And also, you don't have this stupid 1 month to do it all in. And also kind of the freedom to just write what works for you here and now. So hope you join me and join all of us actually. And so just wanted to bring you up to date with that. And hopefully we'll all be reading each other's work soon. Bye.